Hey, let's start out with the strategy call. This is something where we spend about an hour. Patrick and Rebecca, if you're a Grow Premier, Premier Plus client, are going to walk you through a full process. We start with your narrative in the beginning of the meeting. So we're going to try to understand, what is important to you. And then we're going to, again, once we kind of establish that, we're going to get into the design side of how the website should be built. We do this to compress the entire time it takes us to go from start to finish, and it's really personalized. So Rebecca and Patrick, if you can kind of talk about what is that initial onboarding call all about? How do you get to know the personality of our clients and kind of set them up for success?
Yeah, so our goal is always to differentiate you from other tax and accounting professionals. We know that on paper, you guys can all look very similar, but that's not really true. You all have unique qualities, you have things that set you apart, you have niches, you have passions. So it's our job to help you brand yourself in a way that is going to resonate with your target audience. So I start by kind of getting an idea of who your brand is. I might even ask you to think of some personality traits that your brand would have if it was a person. So be thinking about those things. Be thinking about how you want your brand to come across online. Then I have an interview for you where you're going to really get to dig deep into why you do, what you love, who you want to target. And then Patrick will assist you with helping you pick a template that really meets all of those different goals that you may have.
Definitely want to help you pick a starting point on your design to implement
Yeah.
all of the work we're going to be doing on this call. That way, when you get to your designer and the design team, it's going to be seamless. They're already going to know a lot about you. They're already going to have a place to put in all of your information that's from your current site moving into 3.0. And then I will dive into the different features involved in it. And like you mentioned, Lee, like reassuring people that this is a smooth process because we already know data migration is key. And we're going to get everything moved over for you, folder structure, all the messages, all of your folders and files are going to get moved over for you and your customers. And we're going to help you build out messaging to send out and preemptively let your clients know that, hey, expect the invitation. We know that that's important to you too. It's not lost on us to understand that your customers are number one and that they need to feel comfortable into the new system too. So we're here to help you get people in, get them in quickly and efficiently. And then further, we understand that you have a team of people in your office that are going to have to learn a brand new platform. And that's where our team comes in and does that. Once you go live, it's not a see you later, it's a hand holding process. We want to make sure you're successful along this ride. So I will reach out to you once your site's up and running. We'll get you and your team on the call. We can walk through everything within 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on how large the team is. And then from there, we're still not done. You have access to our marketing concierge. Our Alex on our team will be reaching out to you a couple months from now just to review where you're at and then see where we can do to target your prospects and kind of see what you are looking at marketing wise. And then further, make sure you're using our tools. It's very important that once we get off the launch pad here, that you are using the marketing features. Our AI features are going to help you save time. The portal features are going to help you save time. So once you get to that point, you should be up and running and moving along. And we're here to ensure that. And then further, Rebecca and I always stress this on every call. We have our meeting link in our email signature. You're a VIP customer. You don't have to wait for those check-in calls. If you ever have a question or need to schedule a meeting in between any of these touch points, we're readily available. Further, if you don't see something immediate and you have a problem with it, we have our support team. Our support manager, Abel, is going to be able to assist you. We have a chat system where you're going to be able to be assisted by other support members as well. Or if you need to speak with us directly, put our name in the email subject line and let us know that you need immediate assistance. We'll do our best to accommodate. Um,
All right, that is awesome. And I wonder if you could expand a little bit. And Rebecca, let's start with are you really doing custom homepage narratives now? We're actually doing custom content for the Grow Premier and Premier Plus clients. And if yes, what is the lasting effect and kind of the huge benefits of moving from our legacy platform built on an old infrastructure, clunky, not built for SEO, not built to get indexed by ChatGPT? Kind of explain how this is a game changer for our clients.
We really are. So that's a very exciting thing. It's probably the thing I am most excited about in our new 3.0 system. That and the blog spinning, which is great, which I think we'll get into a little bit later. But basically, the benefits of this are multifaceted. So the first thing is that it is going to have an SEO impact. all of a sudden there's going to be no canned content that everyone has with just variable data. It is going to be your website with content that is unique to you. So that's going to look great to Google, going to look even better to the AI search algorithms. They love custom content. They love niches. They love people who are specialists. So that's something we can really showcase now with our new system. And secondarily, it's going to have a UX UI impact. When people visit your website, and UX UI is user experience and user interface for those of you who are not software people. So when people come to your website, they're going to have a better experience that's improving the UX because of the fact that it's fully custom. They're not going to think, oh, I've seen this somewhere before. I've seen a website that looks just like this. This just looks cookie cutter. They're going to be drawn in because all of a sudden they can see themselves working with you because we're telling your story and we are really, really hammering home what you can do for them that nobody else possibly can.
Rebecca, this sounds too good to be true. It's almost like we're doing agency level services now, SEO optimization. We had some clients that are launching on the new platform that are already indexing in ChatGPT, and with Google coming out with AI search, that's going to be even more important. Is that really, are we differentiating that much from the competition? There's no one doing this right now.
We are. It's true. I often joke with Alex that we are like Don Draper light, for those of you who have watched Mad Men. So you can kind of think of us that way. But we are providing a host of services that are going to really help you to brand yourself, differentiate yourself in a way that no other competitor, no other website builder out there is doing. It's very cool. It's very exciting. I'm not just saying that because I work here. I am an SEO nerd. I'm a tech nerd. And what we're doing is very, very cool. And there are things that we can do for you that other companies simply don't have. So I think it's very exciting. And I really look forward to working with all of you.
That is awesome. So Abel, let's talk a little bit about once that website goes through the creative process and now we're ready to go live. What are the issues with migrating your old data from the legacy platform? Kind of what is our sequence to make this smooth, make sure we have all the current data, have a really clean transition. So kind of explain how you work with our clients to go through this process to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, Lee. So we definitely try to make it as simple and easy as possible to move your data over to the new system. And we've automated that process. We bring over all of your client conversations, their documents that they've uploaded to the system, their e-sign documents. We migrate all that stuff over automatically. So generally, it depends on how much data you have, but it's a fairly quick process. So once we publish your new website, we begin the migration process and bring all that over. And as far as publishing your website, we walk you through it. So I can either connect with you, or I can send you the information that you need to update with your domain name to publish the new website. So we publish a new website, we bring the data over, and then at that point, if you're on the call with me, I'll help you to connect things like social media accounts to the new system, set up your custom newsletter, set up some of the automated AI features. We have quite a few different AI features that we've integrated into the new system. So I help you with understanding that, and then we have a huge knowledge base that with articles that can guide you through your questions when we're not online. So after hours, if you're working on in the evening or on the weekend, there's a knowledge base there to help with answering your questions.
Yeah, and I think it's important to mention that we tried to, even though it's a new platform, we tried to build it with some, familiar aspects, the way it's kind of the similar tools. There's many more tools in 3.0 than the old legacy system, but it's not a big learning curve. Everything is fairly intuitive. As we continue to integrate more AI tools, they're even easier, meaning fewer clicks to send an invoice, for example, to create a proposal, to proactively give you advice for your clients. So those are the kind of things that I think really make it easy. So Abel, you get them launched, the migration content comes over. At what point then are we doing additional kind of, I know there's videos, there's knowledge-based stuff, but when people want more assistance, both from a marketing SEO standpoint versus even using the system, how does our team go back and add, make themselves available for that additional training. I know Patrick and you, Abel, are available and do this before we turn it over to our long-term support side, which is where Alex comes in. But real quick, Patrick and Abel, explain to us so the client understands, what is that experience like?
Yeah, so that's something that once you're live, like we've been talking about, and getting you all set up, it's important to that you get into these features, like Abel was saying. And once Abel gets you set up, you do have landing pages available to you. So that's another marketing tool that you should be using in order to niche down and target those prospects based on your services you're trying to reach out on. And we're here to help with that. We do those check-ins, but having that and reaching out to us is very easy. You can go through help@countingworkspro.com. We have our 800 number. You can go through on chat, and then, like I mentioned too, you can always hop in and schedule one of those times with us, and we're more than happy to walk you through whatever you need.
All right. So once you basically have like what we call like a quality control section where you feel now this client is set up for success. They've done the major things that we want to do. We want to hand them off to long-term success. And that's where Alex comes in. Alex is a marketing expert. He is educated on the ins and outs of how to rank better, how to tell your story, how to fine-tune things. And he's there to help you kind of break through some things that might be confusing, some IT challenges. Sometimes he goes beyond and above and helps people, fix things that are not really in the CountingWorks Pro platform. But Alex, kind of explain, what your outreach is, when does it happen? And then what is your goal with each client to kind of get them to get the most out of the system?
Yeah, thank you very much, Lee. So my initial outreach will be 90 days after your site launches. And then from there, you have your website up and running, which is wonderful, but you want to see it grow. This is where I help and step in for you. So essentially, we always think of a website as like a car. Now let's put some gas into the tank. That could be anything with social media posting to blog creation. I'm here to help you with anything with in-depth content creation strategies, how to post on Instagram, best strategies for LinkedIn, or using AI to create blogs, saving hours every single week, giving you back valuable time. The most important aspect of CountingWorks is our clients, and I'm here to help you with that essentially. We essentially really want to make sure that you feel comfortable going into this world of marketing, no longer feeling like, well, how do I go about this? What's my voice? What is my brand? How do I niche down? I'm here to help you with that. Social media is, we say, somewhat of a beast. It's an ever-changing, ever-evolving game. It's now a search everywhere optimization, and I'm here to help you with that. So you don't have to feel like you're shooting in the dark, but we can have a predefined, clear understanding of where you should be targeting your online voice, best using your time with online marketing, and making sure, most importantly, it's understandable and easy for you to accomplish.